Rabbit, rabbit, starting the new month of November. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Looking at the forecast, just want to also show you here, you can see the whitecaps that are out across Lake Champlain. A pretty rough ride right now across parts of Lake Champlain. This is looking west-southwest out of Burlington. So we have a little bit of a clearing behind the cold front that went on through, and then we have this sort of dry slot. This is allowing for some brilliant sunshine, but clouds are knocking on the door, and there is a few more showers yet to swing on through, mainly just mountain sprinkles. These are the current temperatures right now, looking at dew points, generally drying on out. Those dew points lowering up to the north and west behind this trough that's going to roll on through. Looking at the max wind gusts also, some pretty good winds here. We're talking gusts 35, 40 miles per hour. But then things calm down as this section will be in here tonight. So we're looking at a pretty considerable cooling trend here that's just now kicking in. It's starting out slow. Temperatures probably through about 11 o'clock, noon, will kind of stay basically where they are, basically in the mid-60s, lower 60s, and then we'll see that slide in temperature according to the latest HRRR. The other thing is we're going to see have that clearing sky and then a little bit more in the way of cloud cover. Looking at the European model clouds, you can see a lot of low-level clouds and mid-level clouds, and of course the frontal boundary that's moved off to the south and east now, and this dry slot. But running the computer model will kind of give you an idea as to what's ahead. Those clouds will work back in as we get into the late part of the day and into tonight. This is valid at about 8 o'clock this evening, and we're seeing increasing amounts of clouds begin to move into the region with mostly cloudy skies. Doesn't look like there's going to be much in the way of precipitation. There could be a couple leftover mountain sprinkles to roll through today, and then tonight things do dry out a little bit more. But a lot of low-level moisture is going to be lingering for a time before sunshine or clearing skies begin to push on in. All of that taking place late in the day tomorrow. And then once we get into Sunday, we're looking at Saturday night and Sunday to have clear skies. Just a little bit of high-level clouds begin to push on in. Again, what we're looking at here, this is Lake Champlain, this is Vermont. No state boundaries, but you can kind of get an idea as to where you are. And of course, those high clouds eventually will lower and thicken. This won't take place until we get into probably the overnight period, Sunday night into Monday. And that's also going to be the next chance for our next chance for precipitation, which is going to be in the form of rain showers. Another warm front, kind of an occluded system here, and another kind of ridge of higher pressure. So as we run the computer model, you can kind of get that idea. We'll see a pretty good amount of precipitation work on through, not really a tremendous amount, but another shot of it. And then by the time we get into Tuesday, this is Tuesday morning, Election Day, of course, we're back into increasing amounts of sunshine. The warm front will have moved to the north of us. We'll be basically in this clear slot or drier slot. And then eventually beyond that, Election Day night, and then you can see here as we head into Wednesday, we're going to see an increasing amount of cloud cover with the next frontal boundary beginning to work into the region. Looking at the European AI, centered of course on the country, but checking out Vermont, just some leftover showers. This should be moved on out of here. Temperatures aloft will be just barely cold enough. There could be a couple wet snowflakes in the higher terrain of the mountains. This area of higher pressure, 1032 and 1031, rolls in, should bring us very nice conditions with the next chance for precipitation with this warm front. That's going to take place somewhere along about Monday. And so high clouds will be on the increase, lowering and thickening once we get into Monday night. And then beyond that period, a bit of that lingering into Tuesday before Election Day. It does look like we're going to see that move on up to the north and east and then move on out of the region. And so a pretty nice Election Day all said and done, and also temperatures that will be abnormally warm once again as we get into that oscillation that we're into right now. It's going to warm up for the middle part of next week. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.